Another day, another garage. I have cut my hair off, and this has been drying and is looking wonderful. One of the lenses on this phone has a crack going over it. I'm waiting for a repair piece. When it comes, I'll sort it out, but until then I can't film on wide angle, so because the light reflections, I've got loads of clips where it just looks stupid. To celebrate me finishing this little area here, I want to do something else. I just want to step away from that whole situation for a little bit. I have some doors that I need to work on. I am going to have a big tidy up, and then I'll show you what I'm trying to do and what I'm gonna do.
Any ideas?
Now I have some clear space to work in. Let me show you what I need to do. This is the old driver's side door from the car. It's completely mangled. It's rusty and it's bent and dented. I'm not going to keep this door, but as you can see, this edge of the door here is in good condition. This is nice solid metal. Now I have this door. It's in very good condition, but it needs work. There is a small amount of rust that I did discover when I started playing around with it, and it was here. I wire wheeled it and just sprayed some paint on it, and there was a couple of other little bits, but primarily this is the main area that I want to replace. I'm going to cut a piece out of this door, cut the piece from this door, and then perform a little minor surgery and replace that rusty bit with a nice fresh bit. There was a little bit of rust here as well, which I'm gonna have to take care of too. Step one, I need to completely strip this door. I'm just sitting down for a moment, thinking at what I'm gonna do. As you can see, I have stripped this door of all its parts. One more thing that I need to do to this door is weld up the holes left from the plastic trim that was on here. One more thing I've noticed is that I'm using one of the hinges from the original door, and it has a little bit of play in it, and I think I know how to rectify that. This hinge here is so tight, no play in it whatsoever. This one got a bit of play. I'm going to take it off by just knocking the pin out of it, and then I'll show you what I'm going to try and do and see if I can make it tight. This is the hinge, and it lives here. I think what has happened over the years is that it just got bent, and the distance between the here and here is bigger than it is in here and here. So if I try and put it in a vise and just compress it just a tiny little bit, just enough for it to sit tight, I think that will take all the slop away. It needs to just come together just a tiny little bit, maybe like a millimeter or something, just enough for it to. Yeah, that looks like it's working. Gonna close it up just a tiny little bit more, but yeah, that works. So there we go. There's a little door hinge tip. Really pleased with that little maneuver I just did with that hinge. When I trial fitted this door onto the car, it was I felt the play in the hinge, and when the door was secured on, it was a little bit wobbly. And the fitment of it, you would think you had it right, but then when you open the door, it would sag a bit, and it was just not brilliant. And it was because of that. It took me a minute to work out what was going on, but I think that's it. That's a really cool little easy solution for like people that have the same issue. Not bad, man. This is the bit that I'm going to address first.
Any ideas?
Okay. is ever just straightforward, is it? They are just a little bit different, the bottoms of these doors. So I'm having to spend a bit more time on just trying to get this little new piece to fit. Yeah, I had to rebend it a little bit. Yeah, now I just need to get this edge flat. Everything just requires so much faffery, but slow and steady wins the race. That's the repair piece. Some final adjustments need to be made, but in situ, once it's got a few tacks in, just to make sure the edges are good. I've already started just cleaning inside. Old wax oil and stuff in there. I'm gonna try and clean as much of it as I can. There's still some surface rust on some areas. I need to just have a look around and see if I can find anything else, just to make sure that inside is all good. A really long process of just doing things by hand, because you can't get any tools in there, so it's all just scratchy, make scratch, and it's just a lot of work. This door isn't as nice as I thought it was. There's like some little areas, especially at the bottom, where rust is starting to creep in that I can't get to. It's where the two panels of the door are sandwiched together. I'm obviously going to do my best to clean it up, and I'm just going to make this door as good as I can. I don't know how well you can see, but this stuff at the bottom, that's the old wax oil, but this here is the bottom of the door, and it's got like deep rust in this pinch here, and I can't really get to it. This door I'm going to use as a bit of an experiment, and I'm just going to try and do a couple things that I've always wanted to try and do. Drill a load of holes in it, take some weight out of it, and just have it as an experiment. Make sure that I can take enough weight out of it without losing any structure, because I still want full door cards, full interior. So yeah, I think I'm just going to have a bit of fun with it, drill loads of holes in it, and just see where I get with it before I start welding it up and doing all the bodywork and everything. Just have a bit of fun, see how that goes for me. That was unnecessarily difficult. I had a fresh hole saw that I thought would make it nice and easy for me, but no. The first hole that I drilled come out absolutely terrible. The other ones are all pretty nice. This one, I'm gonna have to clamp a bit of wood behind it, make it so I have a new pilot hole location. But yeah, just gonna keep having a go, really. See how it goes. If you ever get in trouble like that and mess up a hole, you obviously need a pilot hole for this to go in. So as you can see, I just screwed through the existing holes that were already there, a piece of wood to the back of this. I know where my center line is for the holes, so now I'm just gonna mark it out in here, and then just very slowly and carefully create myself a new pilot hole and just clean up this hole that I've made. I'll show you what it looks like after I'm done with it.
Any ideas?
And just like that, cleaned up the hole, so now it's the same size as everything else. Just use this as the backing for it, and yeah, once I clean it up with sand it all down, a bit of filing, should be nice. I really want to dimple dye them, but I don't have the attachment for dimple dyeing, and they're expensive. I wanted to like come up with a DIY way of doing it, but I tried a few things and it just comes out looking like crap. Once I figure something out, I will try and dimple dye them, but until then they're just gonna be holes. I'm not drilling them anywhere where I'm losing any sort of structural strength or anything. So yeah, just gonna carry on playing around.
Yes.
think that's enough holes for me. Yeah, that's enough.
Any ideas?
Enough drilling. Now I need to concentrate on decrustifying this door. I thought it was really solid, but there's still some rubbish on it, but it's okay, nothing major. I'm still gonna go ahead and use it. Let me show you this lip. This lip here is really crusty, but it's not too bad. I think I'm just gonna brush the living daylights out of it and then rust treat it. But this bit here, it's rusty and it's rusted through. It's a proper rotten bit, and the rust on the other side comes from about here to about here. I think I'm just gonna cut it out. Yeah. Always wanted to do this. I know it's like kind of pointless, kind of stupid. This is a pile of metal that I got. Just for a laugh, I'm gonna weigh it and see how much that weighs. Just always wanted to do this, and there's something weirdly satisfying about drilling a lot of holes in your door. There is drain holes at the bottom of the door anyway, so I think what I'm going to try and do is just clean this up as much as I can and turn these into another drain. Cut some metal out, wire wheel it, rust treat it, and then seal it when I paint it. I think that's just going to be my best bet. So this is what I mean. I have cut out this crusty bit to where I think it's kind of solid. Just sort of shaped it like this. It's not as bad inside as I thought it was. This still, I was a little bit concerned. I thought this was gonna, because we'll lose this material here, this was gonna become floppy, but I left this sandwiched lip in there and it's still really strong. There's no flex in it, which is good. And then that gives me an opportunity to just clean up and then just leave it like that. When I paint it, seal it with epoxy primer and then just paint over it, and I think that's fine. There's drain holes there and I don't see why it will never ever be seen, and I think that's quite functional if anything. Ta-da! Finally finished this bit of welding. I've experienced my first bit of warpage, which is fine. This bit is alright. I'm not too fussed about this. I'm obviously going to clean it up, but it doesn't matter too much. It's just inside the bottom of the door. It's whatever. I will straighten it out. Once I clean this up, I will dolly it out so it's nice and straight. I have welded up the holes here. And yeah, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cover this door, at least the front side of it. Yeah, I'm going to cover the front side of the door in paint strip and leave it overnight. And we'll come back tomorrow and start getting it ready for paint. Boom! Just like that. Keep it on top of the mess, had to tidy up and put the paint stripper on the door. Anyway, I don't even know what's going on anymore. I'm gonna come back tomorrow and then carry on playing with this door. Goodbye.